Hello again everybody. So today I wanted to show you around the new pannier rack which we fitted to the bike. It's actually a proper Givi monolock system which we've custom fabricated because obviously you can't buy one for the VanVan. Just before I show you the rack and how it's all fitted, I just wanted to quickly mention my brother who has done all of the welding on this particular project. I'll leave a link in the description below to his Instagram. Please do go check out his other work because he is a very talented welder and fabricator. I think it's at Harley Quinn Fabrications, but as I say, I'll leave a link in the description below, so yeah, please do go check out his other stuff. But yeah, let's have a little walk around this. So as I say, it's a proper Givi monolock system, so obviously if I find the keys, just like on the normal systems, I can go ahead and pop this off. Actually, I'll take that off entirely because then you can see, yeah, there you go. So what we've done, this rack actually came off of another bike. It came off of a Honda, I think it's either a CB125F or a CB125F. I can't remember, it's one of the two. It's the newer one, not the taller one, it's the kind of more Street Fighter style one. Anyway, doesn't matter. We got those off of one of them, and yeah, basically what we've done is or rather my brother, has welded a bar between the two, which I have then covered in this kind of soft foam type stuff just to make it a bit nicer. If I can peel back this, yeah, you can kind of see where we've welded the bar on there. Again, I've kind of covered it in a bit of rubber as well, so it's kind of hard to see, but yeah. So that's that. That bar is then just sitting on these sort of points here, which is all again just covered in like a foam just to give it something soft to rest on. And then down here we've just got a clamp and a bit of metal going down just to add support to the bottom so it's nice and rigid. And then around here is where we have basically attached onto where the passenger foot pegs would normally be. Idea behind that was that if I've got this rack on, I'm not going to be taking passengers because, I mean, it's only a 125. I'm already adding a bit of weight with the rack anyway, so, you know, anything that I carry, I'm not going to want to carry the weight of extra luggage and a person. It's just a bit too much for the bike. So if at any point in time I want to take someone on the back, I can just undo all this, just lift it off and, you know, put the passenger foot pegs back on and do that. But to be honest, the vast majority of the time it's just me, so yeah, I'm not really too fussed about that. But yeah, so we've got a spacer here. Again, this is just a bit of metal spacer that my brother made up. Again, nice and rigid. Interestingly, on this side actually, this bit here on the rack originally was longer and also facing the other way. It was about 90 degrees that way, so the hole's facing upwards. So what he's actually done, obviously, is shortened it and then welded it into the right position. But if I just peel this back and show you, I mean, that is neat. Look at that. You wouldn't, if that was painted, you would not even know that that had been cut, shortened, welded. Yeah, really quite happy with that. But again, I've just kind of put this little bit of foam over it. It's just if I like catch my leg or something on there, it's just nice and soft rather than hitting myself. So then if we go around the other side, it's pretty much of the same, but obviously yeah, got the same thing here, but just wanted to clear the exhaust. This was probably the main challenge with making up something to fit this bike, was just the position of the exhaust, where it's quite high up. Obviously we needed to make sure we cleared that, but yeah, as you can see, we've got decent clearance there. Nothing burns or gets too hot or anything like that. Yeah, which is quite brilliant. So yeah, there you go. I'll just put this back on, give you another look around with it all together. So I quite like the look of it on the bike actually. It kind of suits it. I was sort of going as I have done a lot of modifications to this already. I was going for a kind of mini solo adventure bike. You know, I don't really care about going particularly fast or anything. I just like things to be practical, and having the extra storage there just means that on some days, especially when it's nice like this, I can go out, take the bike, I can take the bike to work, carry all my gear, I can, you know, go shopping, whatever. Don't necessarily have to use the car, which is obviously great, because I do like to use the bike when the weather's nice. But yeah, I really like the look of that. It works really well. I mean, it does make the bike wider, but not excessively so. I mean, we're still just about within the width of the handlebars, maybe a tiny bit out of the back. I'll sort of show you around the back here. It does flare out a little bit. Yeah, you sort of see they sort of flare out at an angle, and it kind of goes in a bit, which that wasn't necessarily by design. It was just because of obviously clearing the exhaust, and it just so happened that they did that. But I kind of like it because it matches the flow of the bike, because the bike naturally is quite wide at the back and then sort of slims down at the front, so it just kind of follows that flow, I guess, follows the lines. But yeah, there you go. I was quite pleased with that. Just trying to think if there's anything else to say about it. Doesn't really affect the handling of the bike that much. Actually, if anything, strangely, I'd say it actually feels a little bit better. It actually handles really, really nicely. I mean, the balance is just perfect. I can ride down the road. If I take my hands off the handlebars, it still keeps going straight. It's perfectly balanced, even with all that on it. So I'm yeah, really happy. It's not really slowed it down too much either. I mean, you know, you'd expect adding a little bit of extra weight, especially with a engine as little as that, you'd notice it. But honestly, it's been absolutely fine. So yeah. No, there you go, guys. Just wanted to show you that today. As always, if you did like the video, please do give it a like. Go check out my other videos. There's various other ones on the modifications. I've done obviously the bash plate down there, the digital speedo, all that sort of thing. So yeah, go check those out. Obviously, if you haven't already, do subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys again soon.